Hey everyone, welcome back. That was fun, wasn't it? Not at all stressful. Exactly how it was all meant to go. Exactly how we discussed pre-game. No issues whatsoever. All plain sailing. Wow. Liverpool. I'm not cut out for us as an existence, as a football club. We win 3-2. Mohammed Salah. Make sure Liverpool win 3-2. Let's have it right. Far from straightforward, far from as simple as potentially it should have been, but 3 points nonetheless. Liverpool further clear top of the league, 8 points clear at the top of the league, almost in pinch yourself territory, like wake me up, am I dreaming? This is the part of the day where we all have a chat about it. We say what we like, what we didn't like. We'll try and be as positive as possible, but let's be realistic. It wasn't very good for large parts. The final 20 minutes or so was boss. Mo Salah continues to be boss, and while I'm on the topic, we're going to be on the topic numerous times over the next 20 minutes, but pay the man what he wants. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm not afraid to say I've been sort of back and two on this in terms of my opinion. Forget it, pay him what he wants. Like, he is a genius. He's inevitable, and he wins football matches single-handedly. So pay the man what he wants, and for as long as he wants. Simple as that. Unbelievable. Yeah. Let's dive into the chat then, shall we? Hi. Red Swan, gonna have to get used to this. Yeah, maybe we do. Maybe I start having to sort of get my head around getting used to it again. But I just started to believe that life was going to be almost more calm after Klopp, and I adore Jurgen Klopp. I almost don't like speaking about him on shows anymore because that's gone now, and on the slot is what it is. But this, by the way, as well. But I thought the drama and the end-to-ends and the heart sort of poundingness of Liverpool Football Club had gone somewhat, because it felt like everything was a lot more controlled, calm, reserved, and the heavy metal style that we obviously adopted and did so well with had started to evaporate somewhat, but apparently not. Here we are again. Liverpool Football Club, for you, ladies and gentlemen. Arne Slot has tried his best to calm us down, but you can't do that here, mate. That doesn't wash. Quadbot says league's done now, bring on Madrid. Again, that's your words, not mine, but fuck me. Like, we've got ourselves in one hell of a position. Bring on Madrid wholeheartedly, yeah. Bring on Man City next weekend as well, because that is an opportunity, massive opportunity to really sort of double down and sort of hammer home this position of strength we've got ourselves in, because my word, what a position we find ourselves in. Marco, and I was going to say exactly this, to be honest with you. I've just seen the comments, so I don't need to. Now, McNair says, looked like a post-international defensive performance. It looked like a post-international big performance, more or less, across the entirety of the pitch, actually, from a Liverpool point of view. And it was frustrating at times because Southampton were architects of their own downfall when it comes to their defensive mistakes and the risk they were taking at the back. Obviously, the opening goal comes from exactly that. But we almost joined the party. It was like, oh, well, I see what you're doing, we'll raise you, with our own sloppiness and stupidity and just brain farts in certain situations. And from players who you just don't expect it from, like Virgil, even Robbo. I know Robbo's had his critics this year, but why? And also, Ibu Konate, like, he's been one of our best players this season for me, like a real sort of shining light. I think he's been absolutely exceptional. I was talking about being one of the best centre-halves across Europe a couple of weeks ago, and then for the first 45 minutes there, I thought he was way off it. So, yeah, you could say we dodged the bullet, you could say we got away with one, but some of the quality we showed in that second half. Gravenberch assist, as referenced here for Mo Salah's first goal, was exceptional. I've seen a couple of people mention the ref, and that's a good point as well. We don't. A few people mentioned the ref and some of his decisions. I thought he was a little bit card happy, to be honest with you. It felt like there was a couple that probably warranted them, to be fair, but it almost felt as if you gave away a free kick, he was going to book you for it. There was no leniency. There was no, well, that's your first, that sort of stuff. Right from the start of the game, like literally the opening sort of exchanges, he was getting a yellow out. So he was almost making a rod for his own back in that sense. Like, everyone was walking a tightrope, and I'm surprised nobody got sent off. That's how quick he was to go to his pocket with the yellows. I am quite surprised nobody saw red in the end, to be honest. But yeah, fucking hell, what a game. Salah, just Mo Salah. And you know what? It's dibbling, by the way, but he was really good. I like Fernandes as well, the other goal scorer for them. I mean, they've got two, and we are known notorious really for cherry-picking Southampton's best talent. It wouldn't shock me at all. Tyler Dibbling and Mateus Fernandes, I thought they were very, very impressive today. And Dibbling in particular was a real threat, a real thorn in the side. Obviously won the penalty, Robbo's foul and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I thought they were both very, very lively. Juicier says, winning ugly is a sign of title contenders. Yeah, absolutely it is. And we had to do that today. We had to dig deep. When you're not at your best and you do find a way to pick up 3 points, certainly when you're capitalising on what went the night before, is so pivotal, so important. And it does show signs of strong mentality. It does show signs of a squad that's built to win stuff as well. We did that at our best in previous eras, and it looks as though we've got that capability again. And the squad is made up of people who have been there, seen it and done it. Therefore, it shouldn't shock you. But every single season, you do want to see whether that still exists. And does it need instilling again? Does the new arrivals add to it, or do they take away from it? Do the exits, the departures, does that take a little bit away from it? But when you look at the makeup of our squad, obviously the quality and determination are right at the top, but also the leaders and the amount of captains we've got within it should tell you exactly what we've got in our bones, of A fibres, of A beings. And I think days like today bring that to the fore. Absolutely. Jerome Y says, hey Dan, please give a shout out to the away end today, man the match performance. Yeah, loud. And yeah, James Snag, sorry. And with them from the very first minute to the last. You could hear them when we went 2-1 down. You could hear them when we went 2-2, of course. And yeah, just dragged us over the line. The away, the travelling cop, along with Mo Salah, dragged Liverpool over the line. What was a pretty disappointing performance, all told. But fuck me, like, who's asked? Who is asked? It had all the international post-break feels, but shitting hell. What I will say is, to bring us sort of back to reality ever so slightly, is we've got to be better than that. And we will be. There's no two ways about that. We absolutely will be. But you can't be so far off it. Like, Southampton were more than a match for us apart in that game. And they're a pretty poor side. They've got a couple of individuals I've already mentioned who've got quality, but really, they shouldn't be a match for us on that footy pitch, and they were. And I think that's down to us being a little bit sloppy, possibly a bit complacent in parts. I hate saying that about any professional sportsman because it's one of the worst words in sport, but it did look a little bit like that, certainly in the first half. Second half, when we went behind, different beast altogether. And the psychological impact that could have on us in terms of moving forward, in terms of what's to come this week, that's almost the best way to win, in a way. Before the game, I'd have took the most comfortable, no stress 2-0 win ever. But to do it in that manner and to find a way actually makes you bounce into what's to come even more so. So, yeah. Listen, there's a few individuals. I thought Gakpo was probably the only real sort of winner from the first half, personally. And then second half, there was 3 or 4 who really come to the fore. But yeah, listen, Darwin was poor. There's no two ways about that. He was. There was a couple of misplaced passes as well, which were really not upsetting, but below par from him. Like, he did a little bit of hard work and then got his pass all wrong. But no, SCHFW says here, we never ever make it easy. No, it's not our way, is it? It's not our way. But would we have it any other way? God, I don't know. Sometimes I think I would. Sometimes I think I would. It was scrappy as fuck, man. It really was. I think people are rightly focused on Southampton's fucking up for Dom's goal, but his goal was pretty class. Yeah, it was. He finished it superbly. And it always felt like we were going to get a moment like that from Southampton. I think I'm right in saying their errors leading to goals now is the highest in the Premier League, with something like 7, which is crazy high 12 games in. Like, that's not a million miles shy of being a goal a game, is it? And yeah, we were swarming them, that counter press every single time. It felt like we were going to get a bit of joy there, and we nicked it. And obviously Szoboszlai finished really well. I've made up for Szoboszlai, but the numbers don't lie in terms of, I think this is 4th goal for us in 45 Premier League games. He'll want a big improvement on that if he possibly can, because that's not enough. Not enough for his position, but in my opinion, not enough for somebody who possesses the quality he has either. Yeah, I predicted. Yeah, listen, I always wonder with stuff like this, because nobody in the right mind, maybe a couple would, and I'll stand corrected on it, but nobody would have foresaw Liverpool, top of the Premier League, Southampton with major injuries, bottom of the Premier League. I don't think anybody would have expected that game of football to unfold. Like, if Liverpool had been at it and sharp, what I will say is the City would have probably got beat by Southampton today, the way they're playing at the minute, because Southampton were at it. And credit to it, and if they could play like that more often between now and the end of the season, they might give themselves a fighting chance. But they haven't done. The first 11 games, have been nowhere near that. So all the suggestions and all the form should have made life far more straightforward for us, but it wasn't. Dom always does this, doesn't he? Always runs his tits off. He looked absolutely done in by the end of that game, by the way. Absolutely done in. Mohammed, we've got a chance to do that next week, mate. That game's got to be massive. Absolutely massive. I mean, as far as back-to-back games at Anfield go, Real Madrid in midweek, who we owe, I said this earlier on, who we owe numerous ones to. Numerous. And then City at the weekend with what that could mean for the Premier League table. This is what it's all about. This is what supporting Liverpool football and football generally, forget the Liverpool, this is what supporting footy is all about. Weeks like this is what we're in it for. My God, I cannot wait. Adam says, this wasn't a good day for the team, but when the king comes, he settles the win. Yeah, yes, that's in the most simplistic of terms, that's why you have Mohammed Salah. That's why we have big game players beyond Salah. It's, more often than not, it's Salah. But that's why you have players of that calibre, because when the going gets tough and when you need somebody to look at what's going on around them and drag you out the shit, they step up and they make that difference. And Salah did that. And Salah did that in the best possible sense today, because often for Liverpool, you can look at the bench and in time gone by, you might have had Diogo Jota, fucking Divock Origi did it often enough for us. But you know what I mean? You've got players who can come on. And listen, Diaz came on, I thought he was decent, could have had a goal in the first couple of minutes. McAllister looked lively again. I thought he added a bit of quality, much needed quality as well. But the options weren't plentiful, hence not doing anything else other than bringing Endo on to shut the game down. Harvey Elliott clearly was there but wasn't ready. So he must have thought, it's me or nothing. Like, it's got to be me today. And fucking guess what? Steps up and delivers with a little bit of help from Van Gravenberch as well with that wonderful assist. Somebody actually predicted 3-2. I stand corrected. We do. So much so that we actually lost to Nottingham Forest after one recently. But still, you can tell me that till I'm, forever. But I just, yeah, nothing will. I tend to agree actually with this, and it did cross my mind when we went 2-1 down, and we couldn't find an answer for a little while as to how to break Southampton down or to how to create that real sort of clear-cut chance. There was a part of me, and I think Conor Bradley's boss, by the way, I do, but there was a little bit of me going, this is why you own Trent. And I know, again, benefit of hindsight, we win the game, so we move on with our lives and everything's fucking sound, 8 points clear, etc. But I just think somebody with Trent's quality to unlock a defence and to provide that little moment of magic, that's what he exists for, ultimately. Has it? Yeah. Why is that? Why is Real Madrid's match being postponed? Somebody's going to have to tell me that. AB Leon says, winning woefully is still winning. Yeah, mentioned the point earlier on, like we just had to find a way to win today. And we did. Again, not willing to comment. Definitely on free kicks, we're missing massively. We did discuss who might take free kicks, actually. Potentially defensively. I think Conor Bradley was sound for the most part. There was obviously for their second goal. Yeah, they all get drawn to the ball. It's Ibu, it's Verge, it's Connor, it's Rob. It's all four of our back four sort of converged on the ball and just left Fernandes wide open in the box. Storm, shit. Okay, that's a bit annoying. If that gets, is that postponed as in like they're not playing, or is it just delayed postponed? Because if they're not playing, it gives them a day off. That's a little bit frustrating, isn't it? Anyway. Super chat, Imran Adam says, 8 points clear now, I believe. Might need a new heart by the end, but I believe, yeah, absolutely. God, it's stressful time, man. Well, it shouldn't be this stressful. It wasn't supposed to be this way. Sander, you're sick if you enjoy this downfall. I miss Jota a lot. Yeah, we all miss Jota. Going to watch today's goals, enjoy that. Mo did what Sadie used to do sometimes, which is what he wants, and win, not to be denied. Yeah, okay. I'll dive into our Twitter for a moment, shall I? Let's just have a look at what people are saying over there. Not Blue Sky yet. We are on Blue Sky, but we haven't devoted all our time and attention to it just yet. That could come soon, though, so that hasn't updated at all. Let me just refresh that. The attack changed once Diaz and Maka came in. Mark O'Donnell says, the international back four were poor. Can't wait to see the rankings. Yeah, the ranking show is coming up. I will be ranking all the Reds from Boss Sound to your mess in about 5 minutes. Oh, somebody said it's initially delayed, is it? 30 minutes now. Oh, it was rescheduled. Oh, bastard, it's done, is it? That's a bit annoying. That gives Real Madrid a full weekend off on the back of the international break as well, which is a shame, but there we go. Scroll down 1 second. Oh, and there we go. Okay, that didn't happen. Fine. We have momentum for Madrid. Won't go in our favour, trust me. Dom and Grav are pretty good from start to finish. Salah, as usual, really picked his moment. Jay did. The penalty, was it ever in doubt? Probably not, to be fair. And he just lifted it just enough to evade the keeper as well. It was just sublime, wasn't it? And the celebration, like, top off, not caring in the world for the yellow card. Like, we often discuss with Salah, obviously his quality being one, but how much and how determined he is to win for this football club. He posted on social media, I think it was a few weeks ago now, saying, like, when we were top playing, this is where this football club belongs. And to do that with so much background noise going on, and he'll be aware of it, of course he will. His agent's definitely aware of it because he seems to reply to a lot of it. But he will be so conscious of the speculation and the drama and the desire from the fans for him to stay and sign a new contract, whilst just going about his business week in, week out, and delivering in the biggest moments for us time and time again. Like, we are so indebted to Mohammed Salah pretty much since you've had the football club, to be honest with you. But in particular days like today, when Liverpool weren't great, we just weren't great at all. There was below par performances across the entirety of the pitch, and Mohammed Salah exists. Therefore, we were fine. Like, what were we even worrying about? Why was my heart rate through the roof? Mo Salah was there. Like, you're running out of superlatives for the man. I certainly am. I think I've used all the words I could possibly use to describe Mohammed Salah. We are so blessed. Like, so blessed to own him, honest to God. Why is no one talking about the Stonewall? Because we won. Like, all the referee chat for another day, yes, we'll sit here and we'll unpick it and we'll say how shit the ref was, because I tend to agree, but we won. So we can just sit and sort of bask in the glory of Liverpool being 8 points clear at the top of the Premier League, and the fact that Mohammed Salah plays for this football club. And Megan Ratcliffe makes the point, and she's absolutely spot on. 100 away goals. 100 away goals. Whether he knew that or not when it comes to celebration, I don't know. I tend to think his celebration was simply because he felt like he'd put us on the right track towards win the game of footy. Nobody would have been more annoyed, and I include Virgil van Dijk, the captain of the football club, in this, by the way. Nobody would have been more annoyed by the fact that we weren't playing well and we'd gone behind Southampton than Mohammed Salah. And therefore, nobody was in a better place to put that right and fix it than Mohammed Salah. And guess what? That's what he does. Yeah, we were. Listen, Liverpool were poor in the first half. Liverpool were poor almost throughout the game. Like, it's true. We just were. I thought Gakpo was good. We'll do more of this on the rankings in a minute. But I don't think to a man we covered ourselves in glory at all. I said it earlier on. We almost saw what Southampton are doing and thought, that looks a little bit crazy, but let's have a go at that. And we almost sunk to their level at all. And I actually think Southampton have got some good players, but their sort of bloody mindiness in playing out from the back when you've got your third choice goalie in goal is wild. Like, what the fuck are they up to? And it costs them. But if that's what he wants to do, more power. And I said it before, I actually think, to just quickly focus on Southampton momentarily, I actually think if they carry on playing like that and with that endeavour, that work rate, and Tyler Dibbling, they've got half a chance. Half a chance. Exactly this, Mark. We'll talk through the actual details in different shows. This is not the time or place for that. This is the time or place to say Liverpool are boss. Liverpool are top of the Premier League, and Liverpool have got a hell of a week coming up. But you know what? It might just be fine because Liverpool own Mohammed Salah. God. So I'm just reading through some of the comments now. Diane's absolutely spot on. Faye's absolutely spot on. It's just great, isn't it? It's just great. I need some confirmation on what's happened here, though. I will tell you that, because someone's told me Real Madrid have been postponed. Somebody's saying it's just the women's game's been postponed. On the note of the women, by the way, I should have meant Liverpool women won today, 6-1. Well done then. Diane has given us a little bit of confirmation. Thank you very much, Diane. I'm pleased, because although it's only a minor detail, I would like Real Madrid to play tonight, and I would like them to get put through the ringer a little bit, and maybe in a similar way that we were, but not actually win the game, just to give them a little psychological kick in the bollocks before Wednesday night. Sad. Liverpool won. No one cares about the referee anymore. No one cares, because Liverpool won. And not just did we win, we're fucking flying. Top of the league. Top of the league. And I almost can't just say top of the league anymore. I've got to tag on to the end of it, because we're 8 points clear of the top of the league. I don't know what that means. So last time I listened to you, Dan, always say 3-2, but changes they just for you. Oh, I see what you've done. 2-3. Sorry. I didn't mean to put anybody off any score predictions, but I hope I didn't lose you any money. That wasn't my intention. If so, I can only apologise. Stoker film, not the time or the place. I do. Okay, sounds still on. No worries. It happens. It's all good. It's all good. Boss. Sound. I'll wrap up this bit of the show. Speaking of boss, sorry. Good. Boss, sound you're messing over at the board with square tiles for the players, ladies and gentlemen. One not to miss, I'm sure you'll agree. So do join me over there, where we rank all the Liverpool players who played today, and also we choose a man of the match. Arne Slot gets a ranking as well, so do stick around for that, because if I do it by myself and nobody joins me in the chat, it's a proper shit show. So I'm going to need your help a little bit. I'll see you in a minute.